so this distance between you two here, which is about 2 of me, okay, is going to remain the same all the time.
All right.
So you can walk in a circle, you can walk that way, you can walk this way, but you are paying attention to each other's movements to maintain this space in between you. We're going to switch directions when you want the power.
But Jack's handwriting.
It's printed in block letters.
Good, so let's pause there. So take a second to think about when you're reading it, whether you have the power or where you are on that scale.
With Jack's handwriting.
Good, so that's the line where you're trying to defend yourself, right? So you want to take the power again. So change up what you're doing. Yeah. Why do you ask people questions? Why do you want to get to know people more?
To know who I'm dealing with.
To know who you're dealing with. Good.
This is cool of them.
Yeah, this is picking up the space. Go. Over here and get to the exit door. So the exit door is the end of the scene when you finally get to go off to where you are, okay? We're going to keep continuing on your journey. He's calmed down now.
Bare hands. There's someone coming! Over here!
Yeah, good. Shit. They're really close by. You have to shit. You can wait, you can pause as they pass.
It's fair.
We want them to feel that, oh, what's happening, and maybe be worried, because that draws them into the scene and that draws them into the action of what we're doing.
I hope it doesn't get too violent.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't start being violent.
The only time that we start to worry about the audience becoming too involved is when we think the audience might fear for the actor, as opposed to fearing for the character.
Oh yeah. No, it was.
If you memorize it flat, if you pay attention to the punctuation and memorize it without thinking about how you're feeling and the intentions yet, then you can add those later on, sort of impulsively, once you know the words.
Okay.
And then you can play with it more. Good. So especially that last line, because you physically turned and then you got small and tiny.
Could we try it again sitting down?
Yes, please. Yes. You want chairs or you want to sit on the floor? Yeah, and you can do it in the moment too. If you feel like you just want to switch. So if you have an A, you're going to be angry. If you have an L, or however you marked it, you're going to be in that laughter. And we're going to do it full out. Ha 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 ha. Right?
Okay.
And then when you get to the page,
I don't want to do it this way.
Straight away over to the painting, let it go, and just speak to each other. What did you guys feel in sitting down as opposed to standing up?
I felt much more natural. It was because I wasn't sure of standing up, especially since Chris was walking. I didn't know, should I follow? I was really unsure, and I didn't know what to commit to, standing up.
You can certainly commit to being unsure.
Okay.
And that
I intentionally tried to get a little bit lower, and that I felt a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I just felt a little bit frightened.
And less powerful.
I felt less powerful.
So you didn't have the power to pursue,
Like if I was doing it normally, I would have stood up, I would have been more relaxed, but I think kind of that drawing it in was, and I think it's so uncomfortable for me.
And you had a moment where you were like, yes, I'm going to go. And then you remembered, oh, I caught his eye. And then you turned away and went the opposite direction.
Like I felt really inward. And that's not comfortable.
For you, the actor.
Yes.
You, the human being.
For me, the human being.
Which also may not be comfortable for that character in that moment. How can I do that? Oh, let me do it physically, because then it will just register and I won't have to think about feeling it. My body will tell me to feel it. Good. Do it one more time, and Chris, just relax your arms. Yes. It was very breathy. And especially every time you went to sigh, I was like, breathy. And you did also do a little drop in your shoulders, too. Yeah. So it's super funny, but it also at the same time makes you feel like you're younger, right? Like,
So
you're a little, silly and sassy and like, And that's what I hear, especially because I'm teaching voice right now. And I'm like, no, we want to support those. So you want to.
It was so nice to just work with, have like a set dialogue, but then be able to work with different movements and really be able to see how those movements really change how the words come out. That's something that I really haven't worked a whole lot with, and so it was really nice to have that experience. So it was so much fun.
Well, this was an outstanding workshop with Violet, and I think she's a very gifted, talented coach and teacher. And I think her strength is that she provides really an atmosphere of freedom, that you feel free as an actor to experiment, to fail, and it's in a supportive way. It's in a supportive environment where you just feel free. And she creates that environment. But she's also challenging. And she gives you new ideas, new perspectives, new ways of thinking about things. But it's also fun. And that's so important, I think, is for us to have fun. And it's all of those things. So I would so strongly recommend Violet as a coach, as a teacher, and all of her workshops. It's just been a wonderful experience.